All right, so welcome to this video. Today we'll be looking at the 2024 July intake final exam paper. Okay, so this exam paper has two sections. This section A and section B. Section A has 20 multiple choice questions, while section B has 4 structures questions. So in this video, we are going to solve all the questions that you can see here. Okay, so from question 1 up to question 20 multiple choice. And again, we are going to do section B. So you can see here, they are structured questions, very long questions. Okay, we are going to answer all of them. Okay, so we're going to understand all this and it will make it easier for us to actually pass the exam, because what they ask in the final exam is just the same concepts. Okay, just change the numbers here and there, but what they ask is the same. So without wasting much of your time, let's start from question 1 there. Okay, so question 1 says, a sampling frame is, okay, a sampling frame is, okay, so now a sampling frame is simply a complete list of all the members, or we can say of all the units in the population from which the researcher will select a sample. Okay, so I'll give a very good example. Let's say we want to sample some students, right? Okay, we want to sample some students from a school. The sampling frame will be the full list of students at that particular school. Okay, the full list of students at that particular school, that would be what? The sampling frame. And then now from that sampling frame, that's where we're going to sample some of those students to help us in our study. Okay, so the sampling frame is simply a complete list of all the units in the population from which the sample will be selected. Okay, so that's the definition of a sampling frame. So now when you look at the options, they're saying a summary of various stages involved in designing a survey. No, this is incorrect. An outline view of all the main clusters of units in a sample. No. And then D, a wooden frame used to this is fun, eh? A wooden frame used to display tables of random numbers. No, this one here, even just by reading it, you know it's wrong. So the correct answer is C, which says a list of all units in the population from which a sample is going to be what? Selected. That's what we call as a sampling frame. Okay, next question says, cluster sampling, stratified sampling, and systematic sampling are types of. Okay, so now when it comes to sampling, we have 2 types of sampling. Okay, the first one is what we call as the probability sampling. Okay, probability sampling. So what do we mean by probability sampling? So in probability sampling, every unit in the population, okay, has a known chance of being selected. So in other ways, we say that all the units in the population actually have an equal chance of being selected, because the sampling that happens in the population sampling method, in the probability sampling methods, are going to be what? Random. Okay, so the selections here under the probability sampling method are random. So meaning that everyone who is under consideration, or all the units in that population, actually have, okay, an equal chance of being selected. Okay, so an equal chance here, an equal chance of being selected. Okay, so those are probability sampling method. So now to give examples of probability sampling method, we have the cluster sampling method, we have the stratified, we have the systematic, and we also have the random sampling method. So all those are examples of probability sampling method. Okay, so these ones that have been given here are examples of probability sampling method. But I should also mention the other type of sampling. So the other type of sampling, which is number 2, is the non-probability. Okay, so in case they bring this now in your exam, so non-probability sampling method. So what is the non-probability sampling method? So from the word, you can see that it's non-probability, right? So in the non-probability sampling method, okay, these are just methods where the participants or the units that are to be studied are actually chosen based on subject criteria, convenience, or the researcher's judgment rather than what? Random selection. So here, there is no random selection. Okay, there's no random selection here. Okay, the researcher chooses the participants of this sampling method based on their criteria, convenience, or just their what? Their judgment. Okay, so now a good example of methods that belong under the non-probability sampling method is one, we talk of what we call as convenience. Okay, convenience sampling method. Okay, so this is selecting participants who are easier to access or who are mostly or most readily available. Example, I can say surveying people passing by your office. Okay, you're not going to look for them. You're just waiting for them to pass by your office, then you ask them some questions. Okay, another example under non-probability is what we call purposive. So purposive is also called judgmental sampling method. So this method here, it relies on the researcher's own judgment to select participants who are expert or best suited for the study that they are about to to undertake. Okay. And then the other one under this is what we call as snowballing. Okay, so this one is mostly used by the police. For example, if they want to find those boys, those guys that deals with drugs, right? They'll use snowballing sampling. So if they just know one, then that one person, okay, will lead them to the other ones. That's how the snowballing happens there. Okay, and then the other one is what we call as the quota sampling. So quota sampling, you are selecting participants to meet a predefined set of characteristic or quotas. Okay, so these are examples of non-probability, and then these one that have been given here are examples of probability. So in case a question comes, you now know everything there. Okay, so the answer here is B. I go to question 3. Okay, so question 3 says, to what population do a researcher apply their conclusion after their analysis? Okay, so let's say you have this research that you're undertaking, right? Okay, so you have your target population. Maybe it's university students. Okay, so from that target population, you're just going to get a small sample of the students. Okay, do your research or study whatever you want to do. And then after you are done, the conclusions that you are going to make, you're not going to make them or apply them to the sample only. Okay, remember your target population was all the students, right? So meaning that what you are going to get from your small sample, you're now going to apply it on the what? On the target population, which is the what? The bigger picture. Okay, so that's what happens. So the researcher is going to apply their conclusion to the target population. Right, so we are done with this question here. Okay, so thank you so much for watching that video. If you'd like to access the video to the full paper, you can access them at discretelearning.com. All right, so I am Tutor Poul Solutions from Discrete Learning Institute, and Discrete Learning Institute offers supplementary lessons to all the 4 pre-med courses. Okay, so we offer biology, we offer physics, we offer chemistry, we offer mathematics, both semester 1 and semester 2. So if you have any challenges in any of these courses, you are free to subscribe on our website, which is discretelearning.com. And in any of the courses that you're going to subscribe for, you're going to find full videos for all the tutorial sheets, full videos to the assignments, and full answers. Okay, full videos to the quizzes and to the tests that you write, full videos to the final exam papers, Okay, you're also going to be granted access to our live weekly classes where we interact with the students to just get to know how we can help them better. Okay, and also you'll be allowed to consult from us. So maybe you're watching a video and you do not understand why we did some certain things in that video, you can easily reach out to us. Okay, so don't waste your time. We do not have enough time, okay, for you guys to prepare for your final exam. Subscribe now and then use helpful materials that are tailored to the exam, and you're going to pass what? Easily. Okay, so I should show you here that we actually have videos to all these tutorial sheets. So this was tutorial sheet 1. You can see we have videos to all the questions that are in this tutorial sheet from question 1 all the way to question 22. Okay, we also have videos for tutorial sheet 2, this one, which was on probability. Okay, so you can access them at discretelearning.com. So don't waste time, don't think too much, just subscribe and then we're going to help you pass your exam easily. We have videos that are explaining nicely all these things that you are seeing in these tutorial sheets. Okay, so we've solved these same questions and the videos are there on the website. We also have videos to tutorial sheet 3, which is this one here. You can check the videos on the website. We have videos to tutorial sheet 4, which was on the normal distribution, hypothesis testing, and confidence intervals. Okay, we also have videos to this assignment here that was given, like how to find the T-scores if you've been given the area. Okay, so we have everything that you need in order for you to pass. It just takes you to take that step to subscribe and then be committed yourself. Okay, because if you watch all our videos, then definitely you are going to pass. Okay, definitely you are going to pass. So now for those who have actually never seen our website, you can just actually just open the browser of your choice. Okay, if it is Chrome, and then you search discretelearning.com, you can see the website comes there. Okay, and then you go to the website. So now, if you do not have an account, it will ask you to create an account. Okay, so to ask you to create an account, put in your details, select your university and the like. Okay, once you log in, you're going to see that there are these courses here. So you can subscribe for any course that you want. If you're facing challenges in math, subscribe for math. If it is chemistry, chemistry. If it is physics, physics. If it is biology, biology. So let's say you subscribe for math, you just come and open this course. Okay, this course is going to open. So based on your university and your semester, you select the folder that is suitable for you. So for example, if you're from Apex second semester, you will come and select this folder here. Okay, so let me open it. So once I open that folder, okay, you're going to see there are topic lessons here for all the topics you've covered, the summarized notes that you can understand, there are tutorial sheets and assignment videos here. So all the tutorial sheets and assignments are here. And then here we have the past quiz, test, and exam papers. Okay, so when you click there, okay, you're going to find the videos. Okay, so just wait for it to load. So once it loads, you go in the video solutions here, and then you're going to find the videos to the quizzes, the tests, the exams, and the like. And these are going to help you what? Prepare for your exam. Okay, so we're also sorting them into exam, tests, and the quizzes. So meaning when you click where the quiz is, only the quiz papers will appear here. Okay, so we're still sorting them. There are a lot of quizzes. There are just not 2 of them. If you click test, the test will appear. If you click exam, exams will appear here. But if you click all the videos come here. So you can use these videos to actually study for exam and pass in the most easy way. All right, so for those who'd like to subscribe, you can contact me on 0779 96 40 and then 10. So that is Tutor Poul Solutions. Okay, but if you'd like to subscribe without needing any of my team members, you can just actually check the links in the description below here. So there's a link that will show you how to create the account on the website, and there's also a link that will show you how you can pay and have access to all of these. Okay, so thank you so much for watching. This has been Tutor Poul Solutions. Until next time, always there for you and all the best in your assessments.